Hello dear students, welcome to Genesis. In this video, we will continue the chapter How do organisms reproduce. In my last class, I have already explained male reproductive system. So today we will start understanding female reproductive system. Well, the female reproductive system, just like the male reproductive system, has gonads and produces gametes. So the organ or the gonad that produces the egg in female reproductive system is known as ovary, and we have a pair of ovary in a female body. So the main function of this gonad is number one, to produce egg, and definitely the other function is to produce certain sex hormones necessary for female body development. The two sex hormones produced by ovary, they are estrogen and progesterone. They help in maintaining the uterus vascular and spongy. They also play other roles which help in the development of female secondary sexual characters. Right next to this pair of ovary, there is a structure or a tube-like structure which is called fallopian tube. This fallopian tube serves the function of collecting the egg which gets produced from the ovary. Remember one thing, the female ovary, when a female child is born, itself contains many eggs, but these eggs are immature. So they take close to 11 to 12 or maybe 13 years to come up to maturity. So only when the female attains puberty, one egg out of those million eggs will become mature and will be released in the fallopian tube. Now this egg can come from the left ovary or it can come from the right ovary. And this process will continue throughout the reproductive phase of the female. So every month the female will produce one egg from either of the ovaries. And this egg will be collected by the fallopian tube. The egg or the female gamete, it cannot move unlike sperms. Sperms have tail, they can move from one place to another, but the female egg cannot move. So the egg will be kept in the fallopian tube and is going to be moved little further with the help of certain cells which are present in the inner wall of the fallopian tube. ये जो cells हैं इनके सर पे cilia like structures हैं. So these cilia they propel and they help to move the egg little bit from this part to this part. और वहाँ जाके वो egg wait करता है. किसके लिए? For the sperm to come and perform the process of fertilization. इसीलिए हम लोग कहते हैं कि fallopian tube is the site for fertilization. So अगर intercourse होता है, copulation होता है, and there is sperm released in the female body, then this sperm will have to travel to the fallopian tube because the egg waits there for fertilization. ठीक इस structure के नीचे there is a pear-shaped structure जिसे कहा जाता है uterus. Uterus is the site for implantation. Implantation का मतलब है when the sperm and the ova they fuse, they form a single cell structure जिसे कहा जाता है zygote. And now this zygote will undergo some divisions to form a multicellular structure जिसे हम embryo कहते हैं. This embryo will slip from the fallopian tube and will come and attach to the wall of the uterus. और अगर ये successfully implant कर जाता है on the wall of the uterus, it is going to stay there for almost 280 days in human beings. And then a proper grown up fetus will be made out of the embryo in the uterus. But out of all the structures, why uterus? Because uterus is a highly vascular structure. That means it is richly supplied with blood vessels. On top of that, it is very spongy and soft, which is ideal for the development of the fetus. हमें और एक चीज़ याद रखना होगा, the inner lining of the uterus इसे कहा जाता है endometrium. ये जो inner lining of the uterus है, ये कभी कभार they are shed out of the female body and it is shed out during the process of menstrual cycle. इसे हम details में पढ़ने वाले हैं, but as of now we just have to remember this inner lining of the uterus is known as endometrium. Right after uterus there is a part which is called the cervix. Cervix वो structure है जो uterus and vagina के ठीक बीच में है and it is known as to be the part of the childbirth canal. Childbirth canal उस जगह को कहते हैं जहाँ से the baby is pushed out of the mother's body during delivery. So the baby or the fetus develops inside the uterus, but जब delivery का time आता है, the child or the fetus is pushed from the uterus, then through the cervix, then through the vagina outside the body. And the last structure in the female reproductive system is the vagina. Vagina definitely is a part of the birth canal, so it definitely helps in pushing out the fetus. But the most important part that it performs is the collection of the sperm. So at the time of intercourse, the penis discharges sperm in the vagina. And from here, the sperm will have to travel from vagina to the cervix, from cervix to the uterus, and from uterus to the fallopian tube to meet the egg. So the female reproductive system comprises of a pair of gonads जिन्हें ovary कहा जाता है, followed by a tube-like structure जिसे हम fallopian tube कहते हैं, followed by a pear-shaped vascular structure which is known as uterus. Next to uterus is cervix, a narrow canal, followed by vagina. Now let us understand the process of implantation. See, I have already told you if fallopian tube is the place where the egg waits, so if this is the egg, then this is going to be fertilized by the sperm. Fertilization means fusion of the nucleus of the egg with the nucleus of the sperm. सिर्फ बाहर अगर टच करता है egg और sperm, उसे हम fertilization नहीं कहते हैं. So जब egg का nucleus and sperm का nucleus fuse होता है, तब जो unicellular structure बनता है, उसे हम कहते हैं zygote. And ये zygote will now undergo division, mitotic division, जिससे इसके number of cells बढ़ने लगेंगे, and then it becomes a structure called embryo. जब ये embryo बन जाता है, then it slips from the fallopian tube and comes and attaches here in the uterus. और मैंने कहा था the inner lining of the uterus is known as endometrium. लेकिन ये जो अटैचमेंट होता है ये शुरू कैसे होता है? It basically happens with the help of a disc, एक डिस्क की तरह, a disc shaped structure which is known as placenta. और ये placenta बना होता है दो structures से. There are tissues from the side of the fetus and there are also tissues from the side of the mother. तो दोनों के side, that means अगर placenta का composition हमें पता होना होगा, then it is made up of villi from embryo side and blood spaces from mother's side or the uterus side. और पहले ही हमें पता है कि the uterus it already prepares itself to receive the embryo. कैसे? By becoming spongy, by becoming richly supplied with blood. और जब ये successful implantation हो जाता है, then with time between the developing fetus and placenta develops a pipe. और इस pipe को हम लोग कहते हैं umbilical cord. Function of umbilical cord is to send oxygen and glucose from the mother's blood to the developing embryo and developing embryo का जो waste generate होता है उसको collect करके mother's blood में वापस कर देना, so that they get cleared from the fetus. So umbilical cord, placenta, they help to connect the mother's body with the developing fetus. इसके बाद जब ये fetus develop हो जाता है, then by contraction of the uterus, the cervix and the vagina, the developing baby or the fetus is thrown out. The developed fetus is pushed out of the mother's body. Now next question arises that only when there is intercourse there will be a chance of fertilization. But अगर intercourse नहीं हुआ है, then what happens in the female body? Because the female body is producing one egg every month after her puberty starts, right? So अगर fertilization नहीं होता है उसके, so the uterus does not care whether there is fertilization going to happen or not. Every month जब egg release होता है, the uterus prepares itself for a successful implantation. और कैसे? By making itself spongy, richly supplied with blood, the inner endometrial lining becomes thick, all of this. लेकिन when there is no fertilization, so there will be no implantation, that time hormones में कुछ changes ऐसे होते हैं कि the inner lining of the uterus, which is the endometrium along with blood and mucus will be shed out of the female body through the cervix and the vagina. और इस process को कहा जाता है menstruation. This is a cycle that happens in a female body every month. This flow of blood, mucus and the inner endometrium usually lasts for about 2 to 8 days. And this is a cycle which repeats itself after every 28 days approximately. So her month in a female body there will be this cycle when she is going to release all of these if there has not been any fertilization. लेकिन अगर fertilization होता है then this menstrual flow will stop. So during the time of pregnancy जब एक successful fertilization के बाद एक successful implantation होता है there is no menstrual flow in the female body for the next 9 months. So with this आज हमने female reproductive system को समझा. In the next class we will discuss about reproductive health. Keep revising. If you like my teaching, share it with your friends and subscribe my channel. Thank you.